Terraria has 39 craftable stations, but most players only use about 5. When I recorded this video, I realized there's a whole bunch of them I have never even used. Some of them are way better than I even expected. So we have the Bookcase. Now this one you might have skipped really easily. You might have seen him in the dungeon, or in hell, or in many other places. Or like, why would I even use this? It's something from a library, sounds really boring, why would I want to read books? It's actually great for anyone who's trying to use a mage build. So all you really need is 10 books you can buy from the wizard, and usually any type of material. Now some of them require a sawmill or some other crafting station to make, and most of the time you're going to find this in some other biome. So definitely keep a lookout for this. So why would you want this at all? It actually has 3 different mage weapons. We have the Crystal Storm, the Cursed Flame, and the Golden Shower. All of them do great damage. Some of them do a little bit more than others, and the other ones have higher DPS and less damage. But they're all really great. Definitely give all these a try. I think they're awesome. Next up we have the Imbuing Station. Now this one allows you to craft flask, and to get this, you need to go to the Witch Doctor and buy it, the Imbuing Station from him. I think it was like 7 gold. And I decided to show you what the Flask of Cursed Flames does. So every time you hit an enemy, it gives you 3 to 6 seconds of damage on the enemy. And for the Flask of Cursed Flames, it was 24 damage per second. So once you hit them, it's going to be constantly doing damage. And if you hit multiple enemies, that's constant damage too. So this is something you might want for your melee or whip attack, if you have any of those. So yeah, definitely give this a try if that is your class. It just gives you a little extra damage. Alright, next up we have the keg. Now this is something you can find in the underground cabins. And might have easily skipped over this thinking, why would I even need this thing? And just kept on exploring. So L gives you -4 defense, plus 10 on melee damage, plus 2 on melee critical strike chance, and plus 10 to melee speed. So if you want that extra buff for any melee weapon, definitely give this one a try. But there's also another hidden buff, and that is for fishing power. So you get plus 5 for fishing power for about 2 minutes. This can be really good if you have any fishing quests and you're waiting for that fish that's not showing up. This might actually give you that little bonus. So to craft L, you do need glass to make a mug. And once you have a mug, just go over there and you just craft it. You don't need any liquids at all. Alright, next up, we have the Extractinator and the Chlorophyte Extractinator. Now this one, most of you will already know about. You probably find this in a frozen chest, a golden chest, or in some other chest or crate, or even in an underground cabin. So there's a good chance you're going to find this. Now why am I covering this? Now most of you will know that if you throw silt, slush, or desert fossils in the Extractinator, or the Chlorophyte Extractinator will give you ore and gems, which is a great way to get stuff without having to explore so much. There's something else you might not know, that you can actually wire this thing. Now to wire an Extractinator, you need it to be really close to a chest. And if you set it up to a timer, you can automatically extract materials without having to be there. It is faster to manually do it yourself, but if you have a whole bunch of silt and you don't want to stick around, you could just throw it in the chest and leave it there. And this is a great way to get the materials you need to advance in the game. Alright, next up we have sinks. Now sinks usually require a bucket of water and some wood or some other material to build the different types of sinks. Now if you just have a bucket of water and 6 wood, you just go to a workbench and craft your wooden sink. So why do you want a sink? Sinks are great if you're making potions. Instead of running back and forth to whatever water source you have, having a sink can fill up your bottles with water without having to leave your base. So instead of running around all the time, just have one of these and it will save you a whole bunch of time. Alright, next up we have an Alchemy Flask. Now if you have an alchemy table already, this is going to be easy to get. All you have to do is throw your alchemy table into a shimmer. And if you don't know what a shimmer is or where to find it, I can link you to a video and that will help you figure this one out. So why would you want an alchemy flask over an alchemy table? This one can grant you an alchemic enhancement buff, which increases the duration of certain buffs by 20%. Sounds amazing. I haven't given this a try before because I didn't even know this existed. So definitely make this. Increasing your buffs for potions sounds amazing. Definitely give this one a try. It's very simple to get, so why not use it? I think the only problem is the alchemy flask is a little bit bigger than the alchemy table, so I had to break a few blocks just to place this down. Alright, last but not least, we have the Cauldron. Now this just looks a little bit cooler than the cooking pot. It doesn't do anything different from the cooking pot, but it just looks cool. And with Halloween coming up, you definitely want to get this item. So all you have to do is get Halloween to activate in your world. And there's 3 different ways to do that. You can wait for October 10th to November 1st. You can reach wave 15 of the pumpkin moon before 4 a.m., which can be very challenging for a lot of different players. Or you can use the secret world seed called Hocus Pocus, which will enable Halloween at all times in the world. So that's the easiest route to take. And then you want to go to your witch doctor and pay like 1 gold and 50 silver for this thing. Pretty cheap, and it just looks really cool. And cooking pots do allow you to make food with your fish that you've caught. And these stats do increase your defense, your melee speed, and your movement speed, and a whole bunch of other stats. So definitely worth getting if you want that extra damage. And that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it and want to support me, consider leaving a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.